Nollywood fans, and welcome back to the channel. This is Thoughts and Questions Nollywood movie review, and on today's episode we're talking about Accidentally Us, which comes to you kind courtesy of Uche Nabo TV, and here's definitely one for the books. Alternatively, we felt like we could call it A Night to Remember because it's a story about love, lies, and unexpected beginnings, and this comes to life through two incredible talents, Omeche and Clinton Joshua. Now, Accidentally Us is a compelling drama, and it explores how a single unexpected night can completely change the course of two people's lives. And the film centers on Amara, a young woman with a love for routine, and Jason, a carefree host of a party, Lagos boy enjoying life. And this is a story that showcases what starts as a simple night out and how that leads to a shocking surprise and forces these two people into a marriage that neither of them wants. Now, this movie is brilliant, and it does a lot of emotional work on how love can blossom in the most unconventional circumstances, and how a forced beginning can lead to a beautiful, genuine connection. And this movie comes to life through Omeche and Clinton Joshua. They bring these characters to life, and Omeche, I think, is one naturally amazing, incredible talent, and she really delivers. Clinton Joshua, I don't even have the words because consistently has delivered on an incredible tangent, character after character, bringing the movie to life. Now, the movie opens. So, in talking about the story and the characters, the movie opens with Amara. So, we get to see Amara, who is a creature of habit. And, we get to see that open showcase of her being persuaded by her friend to go to a party. And at the party, she meets the charismatic Jason, who comes to life through Clinton Joshua. And so we see how the night unfolds, and then things take an unexpected turn. Amara wakes up the next day confused and uncertain about what happened. Now, the film takes us to a certain tangent. I'm not going to give out the story. If you haven't watched it, go over to Uche Nabo TV and have a feel for how we feel or how we felt when we watched the movie. Now, it forces them into a certain circumstance, and then the story just gets good and gets better as it goes. Now, why should you watch this movie, or what makes this movie something that is of an incredible story? First of all, it's a unique romance story. We know that there are a lot of Nigerian movies that showcase love stories, maybe about 90% of them. But this one makes a traditional turn, or it takes a traditional trope, which is a forced marriage, and gives it a new life. And the journey from how the two of them don't like each other feels very authentic and earned, and you see it sort of come to life. It doesn't come off as fake. It's very real, and it's not also about a fairy tale romance. It's really about two people who have issues, who are not perfect, who end up finding love and acceptance, from a bad situation. And we also get to see character development, which is a key thing, because we see how both Amara and Jason are the center of the movie. But we also see how Amara, who is initially a bit rigid, learns throughout the movie and then open up and find strength in that new session she ends up being. This is somebody who is rigid, loves routine now, and gets thrown into a marriage of circumstance. And and we also get to see Jason, who transforms from carefree party host to becoming a loving husband, loving, caring partner. And in following these two people, you get to feel a connection, and it makes the movie more rewarding. And it also talks about secrets and betrayal. The movie is full of unexpected twists and turns. Just when you think you know the whole story, something comes to light that changes everything. And it just keeps getting better. And I think that one thing that you can expect from Uche Nabo is the fact that his stories always get better. Like, there are still movies I watched years ago or 2 years ago, last year, that have still left an imprint, and I watched these movies on Omeche TV, and so I can guarantee that you will definitely get a feel of twists and turns, and the film uses secrets and betrayals to add layers of suspense, and the drama just keeps getting better. Now, this movie will take you on an emotional journey, and I think that there's no reason to spend time to watch a movie if it doesn't do anything to your emotions, and this movie does that. And it's a masterclass at conveying a wide range of emotions. You'll feel Amara's initial confusion and frustration, Jason's reluctance, acceptance, and then the slow building warmth that eventually blossoms to love. And these actors deliver very powerful performances. Like I said, Omeche is amazing, and Clinton Joshua, we don't even have the words, does incredible acting and incredible work, and they make every emotional beat feel authentic and earned. So in terms of rating this movie, if we're looking at the cinematography, we would give it 4 out of 5 stars. And 4 out of 5 stars because the cinematography really brings you into the movie in a way that you don't expect. The picture quality is consistently excellent. Top, clean, clear visual experience that draws you into the character's world. And the film really brings well-composed shots, and then they highlight key emotional moments, from the chaos in the party, and then all the tense moments between Amara and Jason, and you see a very thoughtful direction that really brings you into a certain level of intimacy and visual engagement when it comes to how the story is told. Now, on emotional tones, we give this 5 out of 5. The emotion really is that good, and the movie excels when it comes to the emotional tone. It's a powerful emotional journey, and it runs from the beginning of frustration, resentment, to genuine love and healing, and the performances really bring you into that emotional place. The movie really does a great job, in fact, on really making you feel the heartbreak of a forced situation, and then the genuine joy when eventually they find out that they connect. And it's a deeply moving story that will resonate with anyone who has faced a difficult path to happiness. Suspense would give it 4 out of 5 stars. So we're saying 4 out of 5 stars because the movie builds a very solid and consistent sense of suspense. But it's more, the suspense you see is not a thriller suspense, it's more of an emotional suspense. And it just comes from questions that you keep having. Will they find true happiness together? What are the secrets that the families are hiding? And who is the woman who shows up to cause trouble? And the film really does a good job at bringing these questions and these mysteries together. And you're definitely in for a ride, definitely in for a thrill. And so for those of you who have not yet watched Accidentally Us, you are missing out. Go over to Bonabo TV and check it out. You can tell us about it. For those of you who have already watched it, you can tell us your thoughts on this. And we know that this is definitely a movie that you're going to enjoy. Definitely a movie that will bring you, I mean, it's at 1.4 million in a day. So you get the message. It's that good. Go over and watch it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.